Hey everybody, Ivan Cruz here, Cruz Tactical. I got rid of my face piece for anybody that might notice. We're out here in the good old muddy New Hampshire terrain, and I'm going to be putting this rifle build that I put together not too long ago. It's mainly Rise Armament parts, and I've been shooting this Rise Armament 535 trigger for quite a bit. This thing has probably seen about 50 to, actually not 50, I'm sorry about that, like about 20,000 rounds on various guns or whatnot. Only issues I've had with it is set screws. Every time I neglect to tighten down set screws every few thousand rounds, it gets loose and I get reset issues, so look out for that. So as far as our ammo crisis here, we have two targets set up, one of them closer than another, so it's basically a 2-round drill. What I want to do is come up with the gun, fire one shot to target number 1, transition to target number 2, and fire one shot as well. So that way it's only 2 shots, so I get one representation, side picture, press, transition, I get a side picture and I press. So I'll have my buddy Rob, my sex machine Rob here, do the, the threat call. So go ahead, Rob.
Threat.
All right, let's do that one more time.
Threat.
All right, guys, so again, you're getting a couple reps in. You're getting 2 reps on side pictures and 2 good trigger presses. So if we want to come down range, so we're getting some down 0 hits, a couple outside from earlier, and let's run. Heart rate stuff, right? So we got a couple of down 0 shots here and then got one from earlier. All right. So one of these things I like to do when I'm out and about shooting is doing stress drills, if that makes any sense. We'd like to get our heart rate up any way we can. For a fat fuck like me, I can go up 1 flight of stairs, and that's, enough to raise my heart rate quite a bit. So, all right. But again, it's anything that will make you a little bit less comfortable on the range. That way, you get used to, how do I say it? You get used to not perfect conditions. That way, even if you have a bad day on the range, you can still hit something, right? So again, on our on our ammo shortage round count, like low round count drills, guys. On this one, we're gonna do the same drill we just did earlier, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna add a reload in between, so it kind of adds more of the fundamental mechanics that you should be practicing anyways. So the way we start it is we're gonna have an empty magazine in the gun. We're gonna have a loaded chamber, as you guys can see. That cool ass Rise Armament logo there, right? And if you're squared away, you're going to have a magazine pouch with a magazine in it, or if you're me, you're going to have a back pocket you're going to shove your magazine in. Alright, so my sex machine Rob is going to give me a threat command.
Threat.
I come up, I find my target, fire my shot, I go back to safe, because if I'm not firing, I want to be back on safe, right? Any manipulations at all, gun goes to safe. I know that I'm empty, magazine comes out. Whoop. Magazine comes in. I want to hit my bolt release with my support hand thumb. I find target number 2. Back on fire. Back on trigger. Gentle press. All right. Another little thing I like to add to this whole rep, right, to do it all at once, is if I'm going to pick up my stuff, I want to still act like I am in a fight, correct? So I'm going to keep my eyes and my head up towards my targets. I can keep my gun pointed in that general direction. I can pick up my stuff, and then I can sit up again. All right, so let's try that one more time again. I'll try a different ready position just to mix it up.
Threat.
Oh, find my footage. Again, if I find that my sight picture isn't terribly acceptable, I am going to fix that shot right away. All right, that's not conducive to low round count drills. So before you press that trigger, guys, make sure that your sight picture is good enough on your target That way you're not throwing away that bullet that costs $1 a round these days.